Good morning, men. It's good to be with you this morning and to come back where we left off last time, and that was discussing this book that I had just started reading called "Leaders Who Last" by Dave Kraft. And Dave Kraft is a pastor and an author, and he's been in the ministry for 40 some years, and he's taken some of his experiences, especially the leader side of it, and he's written this book, and it's a fantastic read. But what I wanted to talk to you about today is in the beginning of that book, Bill talks about a story about a man named Bill Broadhurst. Now, Bill Broadhurst wanted to run a 10K race in Oklahoma, Nebraska. And the problem with that is Bill, when he was younger, suffered an aneurysm on the right side of his brain, which caused the left side of his body to be somewhat paralyzed. But nevertheless, he was determined to enter that race and to finish it, because you see, Bill had a kind of a mentor, a hero, and a guy that was going to be in that race as well, and his name was Bill Rogers. And Bill Rogers was a world-class marathoner. So he went ahead and entered the race. And at the end of the day, the race was over. Everybody crossed the finish line, and Roger won that race. Roger won that race in just 29 minutes. Now, Broadhurst, it took him 2.5 hours to finish the same race. He was teased by children. He became numb. He experienced great pain in his whole body. And even at halfway through the course, they actually opened the course up to cars, because all the other runners had finished the race, except for Broadhurst. But most of all, he had to fight the desire to quit the whole way. But as the sun was beginning to set in the Nebraska sky, and he approached that finish line, Broadhurst saw Rogers suddenly step out of the darkness to welcome him, this paralyzed runner, as he stumbled across the finish line. Roger just embraced Broadhurst and gave him a big old hug and welcomed him across the finish line. But then he took the medal that was around his own neck and put it on Broadhurst's neck. And he said to him, "Broadhurst, today," he says, "you're the real winner here. Take the gold. You deserve it." And Broadhurst, you see, he finished that race. It was difficult. It was full of obstacles, but he made it to the end and received the gold from Rogers. You know, this story kind of reminds me of what Paul says in 1 Corinthians 9, and he also says it again in 2 Timothy 4, where he compares the Christian race as a journey akin to a marathon. Not a sprint, but a marathon. And the key is not how you start the race, guys, but it's how you finish the race. And finishing well is what the Bible encourages us to do in life, and that is to finish well. So men, it's important that we finish a race, but it's also important that we finish it well. So I encourage you today, as you start your day, that you finish today well. And then tomorrow, I want you to finish tomorrow well. And just keep on doing that, getting up and finishing every day well in Christ. And at the end of our life, we can hear these great words, these great comforting words of Christ when He'll greet us, and He'll say, "Well done, good and faithful servant," as we finish the race well. God bless you guys. Have a great day. Finish it well.